In this video, I'm gonna talk to you about 9 steps that you must avoid if you don't want to stay broke. Let's jump straight into it. Number 1, living above your means. They spend money that they don't have to impress people who don't care. Every raise turns into a new expensive car, a nicer car, a bigger apartment, unnecessary upgrades. They confuse looking rich with being rich. Most people wouldn't try to look rich if they understood what it actually took, right? Most people want to look rich. They don't actually want to be rich because of what it takes to actually be rich in the first place. Wealth is built by living below your means and investing the difference. What are you doing with the actual profit? You have to run your life like a business, right? You have expenses, you have things that you have to pay for, and you have an income. Right? A lot of people live off that income number and they don't realize that the difference is what they should be living off of, the profit, right? That's why you have a lot of broke rich people. And then you also have a lot of broke people because they don't understand the profit is what you're actually looking for. Not investing early. They think they need to get thousands of dollars before they get started, so they wait. But the earlier you invest, even the small amounts, the more time your money has to grow. Waiting is the most expensive decision that you'll make. You need to start investing now. Don't wait until your life gets perfect. Your life's not going to get perfect, which is why you're trying to invest in the first place, right? The best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago. The second best is now. Number 3, believing a job will make them rich. Now this one's this one kind of goes back and forth because there's definitely jobs out there that can make you rich. Don't get me wrong. There's jobs out there that, pay a lot of money and, you can make some good money. However, there's a few things that go with that. Again, there's a lot of people who live off the gross income, and because they make, $100,000 or $200,000, even $500,000, right? They get expenses that are also $500,000 or $100,000, or they get a nicer car and a nicer this and a nicer that, and they upgrade their life to match their income when the goal is to have that gap be the thing that you actually live off of. That way you can live a debt-free life. You can live a life that you don't necessarily have to worry about your job. You know what I'm saying? And then also there's just the whole fact of like, you could lose your job, right? The job isn't necessarily the end all be all. In my opinion, I think that the job is meant to start your business. I think the best thing to do with a job is to have a job for a certain period of time, save, run your finances correctly, and then start your business once you get the money saved up and you get some money allocated to go and do that thing. Build your credit, take out a loan, boom, you're into it. Now you can leave your job. However, most people are trying to stay at their jobs forever and they're pissed when they don't create wealth out of it. Well, that was never the purpose of the job in the first place, right? If you don't learn how to make money while you sleep, you'll work until you die. Number 4, the fear of taking risks. They let fear of failure, rejection, or loss paralyze them. So they play small, they play safe, and they stay broke. Growth requires stepping into the unknown with courage and strategy. Faith without action is dead, and so is potential without movement. Number 5, lack of financial education. They know how to make money, but they don't know how to manage or multiply it. Right? What are you doing with that profit that you're making? Do you have an expense tracked where you're going to take this money and go do something else with it? Right? When you look at a business, again, they do have the gross income of what the business is doing, and then they have expenses in that business. Typically, in those expenses, you're paying off all your employees, you're paying off all of the stuff, you're doing all of this, but there's also a percentage of that expense where you're going and you might be starting a new department, or you might be trying to expand that business through marketing or through this and through that. That doesn't come from the profit. That comes from the expenses that are allocated already. The profit is for the business owner. That's why they started the business in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So when you're doing all this, like, you got to have a way to manage the money and multiply the money that you're making within your expenses, right? And still have a little bit left over. Most of you guys are going to probably need better jobs after you watch this video. They avoid learning because it feels overwhelming or boring. But what you don't know about money will cost you more than you think. Number 6, listening to the wrong people. They take advice from people who are struggling financially themselves. They trust broke friends, comfortable coworkers, or negative family members and wonder why they're not progressing. You need mentors, not just opinions, especially when your future's on the line. 1000%. Find somebody that understands wealth creation or money or finances and get with them and ask them to help you. If you have to pay them to help you, but figure out a way to get help from those people. Number 7, chasing quick money. They fall for hype, crypto flips, day trading, schemes with no real skills behind them. They want shortcuts, not structure. But anything gained too fast without wisdom usually fades just as fast. Wealth is a result of long-term thinking, not short-term chasing. 1000%. Now, there's nothing wrong with crypto flips. There's nothing wrong with day trading and, stuff like that. It just shouldn't be the means that you're using to create wealth, right? If you want to go take, 5% of your income and go do stuff. Like, there's no one's telling you not to go have fun and go do things that you love, even if it is quick, money flipping, or like if you go do those what is it called? Not TickPick, but like those apps where you can gamble on basketball games, stuff like go do that kind of stuff if you have the extra money to do so. But don't make that the means of how you plan on creating wealth. Like that's all I'm saying. Number 8, no discipline. They start budgeting, saving, or building something, but they give up when it gets hard. They chase motivation instead of mastering consistency. They let emotions make financial decisions. Discipline is the quiet force behind every wealth story you admire. You gotta have discipline. Discipline's in every story, even if it doesn't have anything to do with wealth. It's in every sport. It's in every genre of music. It's in every task. It's in every business. Discipline has to be there, or else it's not going to work. Last but not least, number 9, no vision for the future. They have no clear picture of where they want to go financially. There's no goal in mind. You haven't sat down to write out why you're even doing this stuff in the first place. No goals, no timelines, no legacy plan, just autopilot. And without a target, they drift toward debt and regret. Wealth starts with vision. If you can't see it, you won't build it. After watching this video, I hope that you sit down and you take a second to envision the life that you actually want to go create for yourself, whether that's working your job for the rest of your life, whether that's, creating wealth, whether that's just getting rich to the point where, you're still at your job, but you're making more money, or at a different job, you make more money. Figure out what you actually want. And not only just right now, figure out what you want 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now, right? I don't create these videos because I just like to create videos. I create these videos because this is part of my wealth building plan, right? This is something that once it's built, there's a foundation and you can build on top of it, and the income comes in, whether you are, the income comes in based on work you did a long time ago, right? So therefore, doing a YouTube channel for me makes sense, right? I don't like to do things that aren't productive. And so I understand that no matter what job that I may have at any point in time, the job could literally vanish. There's a lot of businesses that go out of business and get bought out by another company. There's a lot of businesses that just go out of business because they went out of business. There's a lot of businesses that, start firing employees. There's a lot of businesses that do a lot of things that are out of your control, right? And sometimes they're in your control and you're just not doing a good job at the job. Like, you usually get fired. It is what it is. If you look at your resume and your job history says it's spotty, you should probably be looking for another way to go create wealth, or just to make money in general, right? Maybe a job isn't the thing for you, and so you're doing the wrong thing. But anyway, I don't want to get into that because I'll go into a whole another 10 minutes. But anyway, the 9 traps that you must avoid. 1, living above your means. Number 2, not investing early. Number 3, believing a job will make you rich. Number 4, fear of taking risk. Number 5, the lack of financial education. Number 6, listening to the wrong people. Number 7, chasing quick money. Number 8, no discipline. Number 9, no vision for the future. I hope this video helps. If it did, hit that like button, comment down below your thoughts and which one was your favorite, and hit that subscribe button so that way you guys are staying tuned with the next video, because I drop videos pretty much every single day. So catch you guys on the next one. Peace.